Hello, all of you wonderful people out there on the Ethernet. Welcome to a fantastic edition of our retailer live stream. We are celebrating our November 1st edition today. Number one, baby. We're going to the number one comic book shop over in the CT. So before we get started, I just wanted to say welcome to everybody. And as you probably know, I say it every time, but I think it needs to be said that local comic book stores, brick and mortar shops, these are the lifeblood of the comic book industry. I know Zenescope, as well as comic books as a whole, would not be where they are today without those local brick and mortar stores. So we started these live streams as a way to kind of connect, reach out to the comic book community, as well as give back to those stores that help support us and help keep the industry alive. So if you know of a store that would like to be featured, or if you have a store that would like to be featured, contact us, let us know, reach out. But otherwise, we are going to bring on from Wonderland Comics, Christine. Ready?
Ready.
All right. So how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And I already complimented. I love the sweatshirt. I love Sailor Moon.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, I appreciate you taking the time to join us today. So first question I got for you, I'm seeing a figure in the background there. Who do we got?
It's Drizzt.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. Here, it's
Whoa! Where did you get that from?
NECA makes it.
Wow, that's so cool.
Thank you.
I love the lifelike proportions, but also just appearance of it. That's super cool.
Yeah, it's life size. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. And I will say, speaking of awesome things, if anybody is a board game tabletop fan, I went to your website earlier today, and it looks like you are having a massive sale on like all things tabletop, right?
Yep. Actually, it's just board games.
Just board games.
Off this week, so we hope people enjoy that.
Awesome. Very cool. So yeah, feel free to, for anyone listening, watching, feel free to pop open an extra tab and do some browsing while we do some talking here. So how long have you been in the current location that you guys are?
Well, the business was established in 1992, so we've been around for 30 years. I've been running it for 4. Yeah, we've been here for a while.
Awesome. And now how did like the name Wonderland Comics? I know that Wonderland isn't exclusive to Zenescope, but how did you come across the name?
Yep. So it's actually a really awesome name. I think it was created by Rick, the original owner of the store. I think he picked a great name. It's fun. It's vibrant. People like it. And we definitely would never think about changing it. So good on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how you know you've got a good one, when it sticks like that.
Yeah, it definitely stuck.
Awesome. Well, if you wouldn't mind, could we take a little look around the store? Would you mind showing us what you guys got there?
I don't know how to turn the camera around, so I'm just gonna kind of.
That is fine. We'll see if I can't get you the main stage here.
All right, let me start with the front. So we've got a really nice Main Street entrance here.
Mm-hmm.
Big windows. Lots of life-size stuff in the windows for people to look at. So we've usually got the new arrivals right in the front, with our sales details and everything. Let's see. So obviously we're going to show, we've got some sweet short boxes. This is where our comic books are, the new ones that come out every week. So
awesome. I saw a huge, was that Slimer back there by the entrance?
Yes.
Not to make you double back there, but there's just so much to look at.
Yeah, I can kind of get it better. Oh, hello. How are you? Multitasking here, yeah. So you can kind of see his rear, but yeah, he's pretty popular right now online. We've actually got 2 of these bad boys. There's one in the front and one in the back.
And you got a third one in storage just in case.
Yeah, we stocked up on him. So, here's some of our puzzles. We've got, I'm just going to kind of walk you through. Let me see. So behind me are the comic books, but we've got action figures, supplies. More supplies. Lots
Nice.
of action figures. We've got DC and Marvel kind of faced off here.
the,
You can see it.
the epic clash continues.
More action figures. We've got Pokemon, Bandai.
That's a big magic card.
We've got a little bit of everything. I'm not gonna lie. So one thing that we do have a ton of, which I'm gonna show, is comic books. So we go up this fun little ramp. We're completely ADA compliant.
Nice.
So we have, starting with, let me see. We've got the beginning of the alphabet here. We've got, so in between the alphabet, we've got more action figures. We've got a ton of movie, NECA, horror, just pop culture.
I will say I killed an hour or so today just scrolling through your website, looking at some of the figures that you guys had.
I appreciate you doing your research. That's awesome.
Oh, well, I have to say, you guys have a beautiful website. Do you take all those like stock photos yourselves, or are those like things you get from elsewhere?
We use Comic Hub.
Okay.
Small kind of, it helps comic book stores specifically have websites and web metrics. It helps you actually establish your first website. Sorry, I'm bad at this.
Great.
So a lot of those stock images are actually imported, but you can create your own listings with images that you take. So they can be either stock images or they can be actual photos of your items. So we've got like some really cool, I don't know, let me see if I can zoom in on that Sentinel statue right there.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I saw, they had one of those.
Like really cool stuff to look at. Here are some of the board games that are featured right now. If I can, sorry, I'm bad at this. But yeah, the basically the alphabet wraps around the entire back end of the store. And we've just got tape. We've got miniature games. So, we've got miniature games, more action figures back here. We have a ridiculous amount of magic cards.
Nice.
I'm sorry if the glass cases are dirty, but people look at these all the time. We've got tons of them. Huge. So one thing that we do have a lot of are these things called sideshow statues.
Yeah, those are epic.
Yeah. So we actually like to have a lot of these in stock. We've got more.
Oh my god, big old Dragon Ball Z too.
Oh yeah. Oh god. So yeah, I've been an anime nerd my whole life. If anybody likes manga, anime.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I got my Chainsaw Man beanie today.
Nice. But yeah. So I hope that was a pretty good tour.
Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. I don't know if you got a chance to see any of the comments, but everybody is over the moon about, one, just a beautiful store, but two, how big it is.
Well, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. He's pointing at you. He loves you.
Thanks. That's great. The fact that you have so many like life-size statues, but also like just the size, I will double back on. The size of your store is a huge plus, because
it is.
I love like big inventory stores, but a lot of times, it'll be like an aisle, and you'll have to kind of, give way to the other person to come through. So you guys have so much open space to maneuver.
Some comic book stores, I grew up, my LGS when I was younger, was very small, and he was fortunate enough to grow, but, there's something to be said about those small stores. I mean, we still love them.
Absolutely.
They're amazing. All comic book stores are amazing, all shapes and sizes. So, but I'm glad to hear people think it looks cool. I'm happy. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, and definitely, if you're in the area, Connecticut, where was the town?
Putnam. So
Putnam, that's right, because I thought the county spelling bee.
We're the quiet corner up here, 160 Main Street, Putnam. It's worth the drive. It's worth a check out. So I hope everybody liked the store.
Absolutely. And if you can't make it out there in person, please check them out online. Like I've been saying, they have a beautiful website. It's so well put together. And you can just spend, like I said, Probably not during work hours, but you can spend a good time scrolling through, checking it all out.
Yeah, we've even got more. We've got more stuff on eBay. We have a lot of inventory over the 30 years we've been in business. We still even have some of that original inventory that, you know, we've brought the store into the 20th century, I guess is what people would say. But yeah, you know, check us out every week. We've got new stuff coming in and some older stuff too.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, do you have any upcoming events that you want to promote at all?
Well, we're always prepared here for Black Friday. We do weekly sales, you know, in store and on, you know, we'll have an online store specifically for the big dates like, you know, Black Friday. Fire and Ice is a huge festival in town that is going to be in February. So the town usually posts when that's going to be. But it's kind of like an ice sculpting festival.
I know.
And it's one of our busiest weekends actually because so many people come into the store. So it'd be really cool to check out if you're in the area.
Yeah, well, just the name alone, Fire and Ice. It sounds cool.
Yeah, it is. It's all about ice sculptures and they light up the fire or they light up the river, excuse me.
Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah, there's a river around here that they light up and it looks really great. Hi.
All right. Well, we'll let you go so we can go start doing some sales segments, see if we can't make you some money here. But oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Ever heard of this guy? But yeah,
no,
we've got a pumpkin here.
That's great. That's gorgeous.
You.
Perfect for Dias de los Muertos too.
Yes, that is today and tomorrow. So, yep.
Party. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. Thank you so much for showing us your store.
Welcome. Thank you.
No. Oh, again, thank you. It's all on you. Like I said at the beginning of this, you know, we wouldn't be where we are without, you know, stores like you. So, you know, we thank you for doing your part for the industry and for comic books in whole.
Awesome. This was really awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so that was Wonderland Comics, and it really was a wonderland. I mean, again, I love, like we were saying, I love comic book stores of all shapes, sizes, and variety. But when they're big like that and they just have the opportunity to really go and explore, and you can go up that ramp there, it's just always so cool. The adventure never stops. But thank you very much for joining us. And Jason, if you're ready, we'll throw it on over to you.
All right. So first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to Noah for doing that interview. A huge thank you to Wonderland Comics for walking us around the shop. I could see by the comments, everybody was just completely blown away just by the sheer size of the store, just sheer awesomeness of the store. I think I saw one comment like, you know, if I'm ever in that area, I would visit that store in a heartbeat. I couldn't agree more. So first of all, we have a huge special guest that we're going to turn it over to. It's a young lady who has not done a few streams with us recently, but she's the NCW queen. All right. I want to turn it over to her. She's got something to say. We want to give her some time to say it. I'm going to put on some headphones so that way I can actually hear her, but I'm going to turn it over to our special guest. If you're ready to take it away, special guest, please take it away whenever you're ready. Let's fire away. Go ahead.
What's up, Jason? What's up, everybody? You're probably wondering why I hopped on the stream on a regular Tuesday retailer live stream, but it is a terrible day in my life, okay? And let me just tell you that I was in such a great mood, so happy. Jason's gonna get to watch this reaction-wise. And I don't know if you guys know why I'm on here, but you should know. I would also like to make a quick side note. So for the Wonderland store, amazing. They had a lot of Magic the Gathering merch. I just came back from the Magic 30 event. If you guys want any exclusive merch, if you're huge Magic fans, anybody in the comments, drop it. And then I'm going to make sure I can send it to you guys because I have so much Magic stuff and I'm not an active Magic player. But if there's any big Magic plans, please drop it in the comments right now and I'll make sure I can send you guys stuff. Anyway, so today at noon, I got some terrible life-changing news. And I would like to preface that this past week I was in Vegas and on Tuesday, I was staying at Circa and it overlooks this huge pool. And Wednesday, I came back a little bit later and the Nets Bucks game was on. And all I was thinking was, God, I can't wait to watch the love of my life, Steve Nash, be on screen. This is amazing. And then he wasn't on screen and I didn't know why. And so I Googled it and apparently he had gotten ejected from the game. And I was like, whatever, it's fine. There'll be multiple Nets games where I'll be able to see Steve Nash play as
I don't think it's possible that he got ejected. I don't think it's impossible that he got ejected in the first place. But go ahead, please. Continue.
So then today at noon, I saw the horrible breaking news on ESPN that Steve Nash was not fired, okay? Mutually parted ways with the Nets. And within, the first person I talked to was Jeff Cerrito. And within literally like 20 minutes, I had like 15 messages, okay? I would like to note that if anything horrible happened in my life, I would not hear from anybody. But the moment Steve Nash mutually parts ways from the Nets, everyone messages.
That's good friends right there. That's good friends for you right there, dude. That's a good crew you got. Good support system.
So then I get a text message from Jason. Then it goes to Casey. Then it goes to Noah. Then I hear from Joe. I'm like,
Joe too? Oh my goodness.
Brutal. So I would just like to
Phil.
I would like to just say a quick memoriam.
Wow.
Okay,
Amber,
but they did.
I want you to know I'm not
okay.
controlling that. I want you to know I'm not controlling that. That's Phil. You be nice.
Steve
Phil.
Nash did not get fired. They mutually parted ways, and I would like. So I'm wearing his jersey because I'm devastated right now.
I wanted to give you your time, Amber. I feel like you have put this so eloquently. We have something planned for you too, as well, for Steve Nash as well. In all seriousn's, we have something really, really planned here. So whenever I want to give you your time, though. I want to give you your time, and I feel like this is just deserved. It's former MVP, former, the guy's just a class act through and through. I don't know if you guys know, but Amber kind of stalks Steve Nash a little bit.
I don't stalk
Steve
Nash. I don't stalk.
Well-deserved stalking, though. He's a handsome man. I can't believe he's fired. I am blown away.
So I'm wondering in the comments if people would like, instead of us having NCW, instead of us having Coffee with Casey and Noah and the Beacons, should we just host our own sports show? Look at Jason right now. Doesn't he look?
We would have, we would have a lot of fun. There's no question about it, because I think you and I give as good as we get. And I also think you have a great knowledge of the game, great knowledge of the sports that you do, as far as football, as far as basketball. I'm sure there's plenty more other than that. I think we would have a lot of fun. No question.
That's what I'm saying. Jason, with those headphones, you look like a commentator, and that we could have sideline reporting by Casey for our events, and then Noah can just hop on and do the Noah nonsense that has nothing to do with sports. He'll be Booger. He can be Booger, and then it'll just be like, okay, Noah.
This is pure snow. All right, Amber. So whenever you're ready, again, we have a little dedication.
Okay,
Noah,
let me
myself,
see it.
and Casey. All right. Are you going to stay on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
But we'll have to have all right. So I'm going to bring up Noah and I'm going to bring up Casey. All right. Noah, I have to give you but can we hear we can hear your phone though, right?
I'll be playing. I can play.
Okay.
It's easier.
All right. So what I want to do is, I want to still.
Amber's still in the background.
Yes.
Yeah, I can still.
All right. Amber, we made this especially for you.
Oh.
Okay, Case. And whenever you're ready, Case.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Can I start
So
playing?
are we, so we're good, without headphones, right? We're good.
Well, we can't hear her.
You got your phone for the song?
I will play it. I'll play it. I'll play it. I got it. I got the instrument. I'll play all
What
that
is
throughout.
this jazz?
We are gathered here today for the death of Steve Nash. Mrs. Nash is here with us as well. She's weeping. Mrs. Nash, how do you feel about the rumors that your former MVP husband is going to be a towel boy for the Sixers?
Well,
If you're too overwhelmed with grief, if she's just too overwhelmed with grief to realize, I mean, he could be driving a Zamboni for the Flyers. So we want to get a special dedication to Steve Nash. Noah has made an absolutely fantastic headstone.
Oh my God.
Which says, "Here lies the body of Steve Nash. He's survived by a loving stalker, Amber Curtis." And there she is giggling in the background. Amber, we're going to mail this to you so that way you can have it in your home forever. Steve Nash, rest in peace, Steve. Okay? It was a good run. All right? Welcome to the G League. All right? All right, let's get on. All right, let's rock on. All right, that was really well done. I want to say a huge thank you to Amber for coming on. Always being a good sport. I'm going to tell you right now, Amber, if you wanted to do a sports show, I think it would really do great. I'm being serious. I think you're fantastic. I think you and I would be absolutely fantastic together. I think that everybody in the stream would absolutely enjoy it too as well. Please, if you have anything, you'll be down for it. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so we want to say a huge thank you to Amber. Let's get to some fun. Let's get to some books. Let's get to some sales for Wonderland Comics. It's kind of what we're here in the first place for. Obviously, we like to have a little bit of fun. Again, huge thank you to Noah. Huge thank you to Casey for coming up and joining me. Mrs. Nash, our bugle player, our trumpet, our sax player, Noah too as well. Huge thank you to Di who's about to write down all the names and take down all that stuff. All right, let's rock on. Let's go with our first book. So we're doing new release one. New release one is going to be $5.99. You can have this book signed by Joe and Dave too as well. We're talking about Oz, Return of the Wicked Witch. This is a one-shot. If you've read some of our Oz in the past, you got a general feel of what we do with Oz. Our feel of Oz is a little bit more like Oz meets Lord of the Rings. It's more of like, people trying to take over Oz, while Dorothy is what we would call almost like a highborn type character. She has the ability to, I don't want to say she's a witch. I would say she's kind of like has some certain powers of a witch. So there's new release one right there. I'm going to go ahead and look at the book to do the covers. I know one is Jeff Spokes. I am a big fan of this Jeff Spokes, as is Noah. So cover A is Jeff Spokes. Cover B is Al Baranuevo. Cover C is Tristan Thompson, which is completely blowing up online, completely blowing up on social media. And then cover C is Ivan Tao. Just four phenomenal cover artists on four phenomenal books right there. One book, I should say. So in our version of Oz, Return of the Witch Queen, Return of the Wicked Witch, it is almost exactly that. You don't necessarily get to find out if it is the Wicked Witch. We're kind of hinting at the fact that it is, but things start going bad in Oz. Dorothy's kind of forced to go back to Oz. She and Thorn and Bartleby the Scarecrow kind of get together, and then the story kind of takes a twist from there. So if you're interested in NR1, if you've never bought from us before, and you kind of wonder what we're doing here, we're just selling a $5.99 comic, trying to keep in mind half of the proceeds going to Wonderland Comics. So half of the proceeds, everything that you buy today, will all go to Wonderland Comics. We love to support local comic shops. As you can see, just put NR1. You can specify which cover A, B, C, D in the notes. And it can be signed by, again, Joe and Dave, who did the story concept. This one was actually written by David Wall, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think it was Wall that wrote it. So it was David Wall. Unfortunately, I can't get David Wall, the writer, to sign it. David does not make his home here in PA, so he wouldn't readily be available to sign, but you would be able to get Joe. You would be able to get Dave too as well to have it signed. All the signatures are free. The book itself is $5.99. Just go ahead and put into notes NR1, A, B, C, or D, or multiple covers. I'm seeing that being done as well. Steve Truong, thanks, Steve, for jumping on as always. Abby, thanks so much. Georgia, I can't tell you how overjoyed we are to have you as a new VIP. I see you in every single stream that we do. Can't thank you and your husband enough. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for being a part of everything that we do here at Zenoscope. Jeff Dean, always good to see you. Jeff, what is going on with those Bengals, dude? All of a sudden, they're back to being the Bungles, dude. What is going on with the Bengals? They just got trounced by the Browns. The Browns, dude. Jeff, I'm gonna play the death of the Cincinnati Bengals for you too as well. I don't know where'd our sax go, dude? We lose it? That's all right. It's over here. So it's right there. So anyway, Jeff, it was ugly, dude. Let me tell you that wasn't ugly though. The Eagles were not ugly as they stomped Pittsburgh into the ground. I want you guys to know that Sean Wolf's a good friend of mine. Sean now makes his home in Florida. A huge Pittsburgh guy. He just texts me emojis of middle fingers every time I text him, and usually texts me like 6 of them. Neil, I don't know what's going on with the Raiders, dude. The Raiders seem to stole away the best receiver in the NFL from Green Bay, but it has not been enough. Josh Jacobs is literally having an MVP kind of year as a running back. Having a phenomenal year, but the Raiders just cannot seem to put it together. I don't know what happened to their D. I haven't watched a lot of ball on the Raiders, but like Catherine said, go Birds, dude. All right, landing on my shoulder. Oh, wait, I gotta go this way. You like that? I'm going the wrong way. Get on my shoulder, dude. Oh, he's landing on my face. He's landing on my face. Oh, he lands on Nick. That's right. Nick, you're a Patriots fan. How do you feel about those Patriots still sucking?
Yarr, embarrassing.
Go Birds, I say. Go Birds. I can't root for a cheater. All right, so let's rock on. I would love to see the Eagles and the Bengals in the Super Bowl, Jeff, because I can tell you right now it'd be a guaranteed win. Okay, guaranteed. All right, let's rock on. Looks like Di's ready, so let's go to new release number 2. Casey, if you got the books, go ahead and put them up. So our second new release that we're talking about, NR2, is going to be it's a Spotlight book. So it spotlights Cinderella. So Cinderella is kind of like our, I want to say like almost like a Deadpool type character for us. She likes to hack, slash, kill, make jokes about it. She is absolutely badass. Obviously sexy, as you can see. So it's Cindy versus the Tooth Fairy. I'm going to give you a little reveal. It's not exactly necessarily versus the Tooth Fairy in this issue, but she does have some problems with some spawning eggs that kind of resemble Cindy, and I'll kind of leave it at that. I can tell you right now, I thoroughly enjoyed this. This is another phenomenal book by Dave Franchini, who just absolutely loves writing Cinderella. Our version of Cindy, again, is just absolutely badass. All right, so first of all, I want to rattle through the covers. Again, there's another one that's only $5.99. Keep in mind, the reason why it is $5.99 is it's a 32-page story, if I'm not mistaken. It's oversized. It's regular issues normally like 22 pages. The first book that I showed you is 32 pages of content. This one here, too, is also 32 pages of content as well, as you can see right there at the top of the screen. So, again, these are the cover artists that you can specify. Again, Jeff Spokes. Jeff Spokes is taking over, dude. Big fan of Jeff Spokes on cover A. We got Igor Vitorino, who's our go-to guy on cover B. We're seeing Josh Burns. If you guys missed our interview with Josh Burns, I think it's on, did you break it out and it's on YouTube now, Noah?
Not yet.
Not just quite yet. All right, so our last stream that we did, we had an interview with Josh Burns, just phenomenal young man, big fan of Josh Burns. Josh Burns doing cover C there. And again, Ivan Tao on cover C. Ivan Tao is absolutely crushing it. Jeff Spokes absolutely crushing it on regular covers for us these days. We got to get these guys both on exclusive covers. Big fan of both of what those gentlemen have been doing. Tristan Thompson also killing it on that C cover for the first book that we showed you. But again, just a big fan of all 4 of these. These are all standalones too as well. So the first book that I showed you, NR1, this one's NR2. Either one of these are standalone stories. So if you've never read anything by Zenescope before, these are perfect collectibles as well as readables. You're almost kind of getting an exclusive cover, what we would like to call like a limited print run exclusive, a collectible type of cover, but you're getting it at $5.99. You're getting some of our best cover artists. Again, Jeff Spokes, Ivan Tao, Al Baranuevo, Tristan Thompson. Again, just phenomenal cover work on regular covers for us, and we are extremely thrilled to be working with these cover artists. Does the Cinderella and Oz include it in the Hero subscription? You know what, Abby? That's a good question. I really don't know off the top of my head what the Hero subscription is. If I was looking at the board in the warehouse, I'd be able to tell you in a second. But actually, I don't know. But that's a good question. Go ahead. What do you got, Case?
I can almost confirm Oz would not be because it's just a 3-part miniseries.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? Oz is a 3-part miniseries. That's right. So that's what I'm showing you there on the Oz. Is it the Oz or the Cinderella? Oh yeah, the Spotlight is a standalone. So the Oz definitely is not a part of a subscription because it's a 3-issue series. We don't do that with number 1 issues. So the Oz is a 3-part series. That is issue 1 that I'm showing you. The Cinderella, however, is a Grimm Spotlight. So it's possible that is a, I know it's not the Grimm Annual because the Annual is the Belle that's new. That's coming out and for October.
Is it a Grimm Spotlight or Grimm Universe?
It's I think it's a Grimm Spotlight Cinderella.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a Grimm Spotlight.
So then you might get it in the Spotlight subscription.
It could be in a Spotlight subscription, something like that. All right, so Abby, hopefully that answered your question. Again, that would be NR2, and again, it's $5.99. Could be any one of those covers, A, B, C, or D, and that we outlined for you. And again, both of those can be signed by Joe and Dave too as well. Dave is the writer on that. So I got a couple graphic novels. I actually got a couple hardcovers that I want to talk about. So one we just got in, which is Devil's Road. So we just got in Devil's Road. This is brand new. It's been long anticipated, long sought after. This is a hardcover version of Devil's Road. It is only $24.99. Again, this one's actually written by Joe and also by Ralph too as well. So kind of a compilation on this one. I think Joe writes the first part of the series and then Ralph writes kind of almost like a second break off. This is really an interesting story to me. It's about some kids that are kind of like vacationing in Mexico, in like parts of South America, Central America, and so forth. They leave the resort for one reason or another, trying to get to like an in-town type of thing or something like that. The bus is kind of forced off the road. It gets really dark, kind of twisted from there, as the people that are on the bus are almost kind of forced into almost like a gladiator type of game where they're battling to the death, that type of thing. And it gets really twisted from there as you see, like, what certain people will do, what lengths they will go to survive, that kind of thing. So Devil's Road, big fan. If you want to get the signed by Joe too, you can have it signed by Joe. Please specify whether you want to have it signed by on the cover or the inside or something like that. Because normally I would say on a hardcover, we probably do it on the inside. And as you can see, the inside's nice and plain for you too as well. The thing that I love about this is it is a black and white on the interior. Okay. So it's like black and white on the interior, which I want to kind of show. Thanks, Case, for giving me plenty of space to do that. So again, written by Joe, written by Ralph too as well. And again, this can be signed by Joe. The signature is free. So just put graphic novel 1. Obviously, it's hardcover 1, or you can call it hardcover 1 or HC1. Also, if you bought this in the Kickstarter, those Kickstarters are going to start to ship probably pretty soon, because I think we have a lot of the parts available to that Kickstarter. So again, this is graphic novel 1. It'll be Devil's Road, and it's $24.99. Try and keep in mind it'll just be signed by Joe. All right, Jeff. You know what? That's a good question. I think you can. So what you want to do is send an email to info. I would say send an email to info@Zenescope, and Joe can probably sign your book. I think so. I would think he should be able to do that. Shoot us an email at info. You can copy me on that email, or maybe I'll try and see if I can pull your Kickstarter order for you, or I can intercept it or something like that. There it is right there, the info@Zenescope. Go ahead and shoot us an email at that. And copy me on it, Jeff. You actually happen to have my email too as well. All right. So again, so if you're interested in Devil's Road, again, it's brand new for us. It was longly anticipated. Josh, I'm sorry I emailed you too late, dude. You're more than welcome to jump on. Again, Devil's Road. I got Devil's Road again going for $24.99. If you want to get it signed by the writer is Joe. Please go ahead and specify in the notes. Again, try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our good friends at Wonderland Comics. Okay. And if you missed that interview with Wonderland Comics, you'll be able to watch it a little bit later today. It'll be available on our Facebook page. Just jump on a Facebook page, jump on our videos, and you'll be able to see that interview with Wonderland Comics. They have an absolutely fantastic shop. Highly recommend being able to see those guys and get walked around the store. The second hardcover that I want to get into, second graphic novel I want to get into, is Neverland. So we've done Neverland as a graphic novel before, but I've never done it as a hardcover. All right, so you're getting a hardcover, and you're getting a hardcover for just $20. Okay. Same thing. This will be Joe that'll be signing Neverland. So in our version of Neverland, this is Peter Pan. Peter Pan is a vampire type being. He actually usurps children's souls to maintain his youth and his power over Neverland. That's kind of why he doesn't age. Tinkerbell is his henchman. She is his go-between between Neverland and Earth, kind of helping him lure these kids to Neverland. And we do it as a role reversal where Hook is actually the hero and Pan is obviously the villain. There's an absolutely badass picture of that Pan in here that I always show when I'm at a comic convention to the people that are interested in buying Neverland, because Neverland to me is a very easy sell. If you've never read anything Zenescope, Neverland to me is a perfect, ideal book to get started with us. And again, you can get it signed by the writer. Again, the signature is free. You're getting a hardcover for just $20, $19.99. Try and keep in mind, if you bought this at a comic shop, it'd be $24.99. We're doing it for just $20. Okay. And again, this will be Neverland, the hardcover version. Okay. This is again the hardcover version. And again, you can get it signed for free by the writer, which is Joe Bruscia. He'll sign it for free. And again, I love our concept of Neverland. I like to think of Peter Pan as evil. Peter Pan as, not this fairy just whisking off kids off to Neverland and so on and so forth. And Wendy's jealous and Tinkerbell's jealous of Wendy. You already lost me at jealous. I'd much rather think of Tinkerbell as a henchman who is grabbing kids from Earth and bringing them back to Neverland so Peter Pan can do his business, that kind of thing. Again, just absolutely badass, twisted version of Neverland that Joe and Ralph came up with the concept on, and Joe, of course, is the writer on this bad boy. All right. So again, that's Neverland, putting graphic novel number 2, and that should be available to you if you'd like to have it. Again, try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our good friends at Wonderland Comics. All right. So it looks like we're going to get to everybody's favorite segment, dude. All right. Please don't put book number 1 into the notes. That's not going to get you book number 1. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to do some of our Diamond variants. The books themselves, they're actually on the it's a brand new book of ours. It's Grim Fairy Tales, our holiday pinup. We don't actually have the book in, so I won't be able to show them to you physically, but Casey has the images. So, Casey, if you're ready with book number 1, we're going to do Schwarbomb, dude. Schwarbomb, as in Kyle Schwarber is about to hit a Schwarbomb tonight. So, Schwarbomb, there's the cover right there. It's a cover by Ian McDonald. Again, this is a 500 print run. We're doing it for only $10. We're going to do the first 20 people to put Schwarbomb into the notes. Please don't put book number 1. Book number 1 is not going to get it done, dude. I need Schwarbomb. All right. Schwarbomb or Sharbomb, however you want to spell it, Carol, that works for me too as well. Gary, that works too as well. I don't know what you're writing there. Schwargam, Schwarnami. I don't know, whatever you're writing there. It's basically a Schwarbomb. We can also call him the Schwarbarian. All right. He is the Schwarbarian. He is the Schwami. He is the Sultan of Stick, is Kyle Schwarber. All right. The Schwarbomb is about to go crazy. Doesn't matter how you spell it. Doesn't matter how you spell it. As long as he's hitting a home run tonight off of Colors Jr. or whatever, McCullers Jr., I'm completely fine with it. I'm going to go ahead and give Di a little bit of time to write down these names. Let's talk about some Phillies while we're on the subject. The Phillies just went out to Houston and split the series with them and took a game from Houston. No one's beaten these Astros in the playoffs. Astros looking like world beaters, and all of a sudden, this 87 upstart win team, this Harper-driven just team of just freaking fabulous guys that are all playing the sport together. I can't tell you how gaga this city is over the Phillies, dude. The Phillies can do no wrong in our eyes. Somebody makes an error, nobody cares about it. A pitcher gives up a couple of runs, nobody cares about it. The Phillies always feel like they're coming back. They're down 5-0. 5-0. Crazy. To the Cy Young lead vote getter, probably, in what is his name? Kate Upton's boyfriend. What is his name? Verlander. They're up 5-0. Verlander's up 5-0. The Astros are up 5-0. They cannot cheat their way to a victory. The Phillies come back to time at 5 in the 5th, and then JT Real Muto, the best catcher in baseball, just takes Houston deep, and we win it. And it's game over, dude. All right. And then there's chicanery going on in game 2. I don't want to talk about that with Framer Valdez and these cheating Astros. You wonder what they're cheating, Di. All right.
Illegal
The one guy's using an illegal bat, a pool holes bat from like 2015. There's rumors that Framer Valdez is rubbing sweat all over his hands, all over the ball, and his curveball is getting a lot more curve to it. The whole world is rooting for the Phillies right now. I can't tell you how many Facebook messages, how many text messages I've gotten. Yankees fans, Dodgers fans, Mets fans, everybody is a fan of the Phillies right now. They all want these Astros to go down in flames. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to try and do it for you, dude. We're going to try and do it for you tonight. All right? Ranger Suarez is on the bump. All right, Di, if you're ready to rock and roll, let's go to the second book in our thing. We are going to Hurts. We are looking for Jalen Hurts or just Hurts. It'll be Hurts. The book itself is $20. It's a cover by Paolo Panalina. Again, the book itself, it'll be our Grim Fairy Tales holiday when we get it in. It's 2022. Cover F as in Frank. It's a pinup. I need you to put Hurts into the notes. Please don't put book number 2. Hewitt, Gary, are you joining us today? Gary, Hewitt, what did she call Schwarber? Was it Schwarber, bang, bang? Chitty, bang, bang. All right. Chitty, bang, bang, dude. All right, let's put it in Jalen Hurts. Gary, I know it hurts to write. It hurts to write because the Cowboys, even though they beat the Bears, they still suck. All right, dude, they still suck. All right, dude, they're terrible. Oh, God. I can't wait for them to realize that Ezekiel Elliott and his spoon feeding is on the way out. All right, it's over. All right, dude, it's time to give Tony Pollard, all right, the backfield job. It's time to cut loose. I don't even know if somebody would trade for that terrible Zeke Elliott, that overpaid buffoon of a freaking running back. Just terrible freaking, what a horrible signing that was. All right. Yeah, he destroyed the Bears. You're talking about Pollard, though, Antonio. I want you to know I actually have Pollard on my fantasy team, and I played him against Brussia. 3 touchdowns. Needless to say, I took Brussia down. Took him out. Toby, good to see you, my friend, across the pond. Toby, thanks so much for joining us. You are just in time to grab Hurts. Again, we're doing 20 of these bad boys at $20 a piece. It is a $2.99 print run. We normally do our $2.99 print runs for $25. Today, we are going with $20. All right. No one cares. Antonio, I care about the how. All right, dude. You know why? Because I see this in my head. This spoon feeding, this spoon feeding, huh? Who does that?
I think Noah.
That's Ezekiel Elliott.
No, Noah is getting fired, I think.
Noah's getting fired?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
He's writing lies on the Zetascope account.
The Texans are going to give the Birds a run for their money, or is that Amber?
I don't know.
Amber's not here.
I don't know.
We can't.
She could be. Oh, she could be still in the behind the scenes.
No, she can't.
Oh, she cannot.
She cannot.
So that's Noah.
It could
Oh,
be
Noah.
Ralph.
I want you to know that the Texans are 1-5-1.
You know, I just got a hunch.
They're about to be 1-6-1. If you guys have bets out there and you want to bet the farm on the Birds. This Thursday, all right? This Thursday, 2 days from now, you'll be able to see a real football team, the only undefeated football team, totally dismantle the Texans, all right? And I do believe I have a bet with Mark that if the Texans win, I have to quit. I have to quit, Ty. I have to quit this job if the Texans win. Now, if Jalen Hurts gets hurt, I obviously reserve the right. I reserve the right to veto this bet on principle. All right. But other than that, I'm going to tell you right now, the Texans are getting stomped into the ground. That anemic offense, that horrible defense. The Eagles just put up 35 points on a very good Pittsburgh team, a very good Pittsburgh defense, I should say, made them look like slop. All right. And Pittsburgh is not slop. All right. Pittsburgh actually played some ball on D. All right. So that was book number 2 was Jalen Hurts. If you're ready to rock on, Di, it looks like you are. Let's go to are you just throwing in some money? Okay, you're confusing me there. All right, so it looks like we're ready for the third book in our series. It's going to be the starting pitcher tonight. Suarez, as in Ranger Suarez, Gary. Suarez. Suarez is Suarez. Suarez, my boy Ranger. All right, Suarez, this will be the $2.99 print run. Do we have an image of the book, Casey, you can throw up?
Loading.
Okay, take your time. That's fine. So again, we're looking for Suarez on this. There it is right there. Again, another cover by Paolo Panalina. This is another perfect readable as well as a collectible. We are looking for Suarez. If you want to throw Ranger in there, I'm completely down with that. Ranger Suarez is our third pitcher. We got a little rain last night to help us out to bring Ranger Suarez one game closer to game 3. So Ranger Suarez is going to be our starter tonight, and he is pitching up against Lance McCullers. Lance McCullers is going to be tough. All right, he's going to spin it up there. But the last time the Phillies played Lance McCullers, he went down in flames. All right, and that was in Houston. All right, so let's rock it out. So Suarez is what we're looking for. Again, I'm only doing 10 of those bad boys. Again, try and keep in mind one of the reasons why we limit this to 20 on book number 1, 20 on Jalen Hurts, 20 on the Schwarbaum, and only 10 on Suarez is a lot of these books go to the comic shops that are part of our retailer program. So if you're not able to grab these books here, if you don't see your name as part of the list, you can shoot me an email. Go ahead and put my email up there, Case, in the comments, or Noah, please put the Jay Candelas in there. You can shoot me an email and say, hey, Jay, I wasn't able to grab Suarez. I'd really like to be able to see if I can grab it. Can you give me a list of stores that are part of your Diamond Retailer program? And I will see if I can find something in your state or close enough where it's like, I don't know, half-hour ride, 45-minute ride, maybe a couple hours. I know you're going to be able to find them on eBay, but they're going to go for all kinds of crazy prices on eBay. That's for sure. All right. So again, try and keep in mind that we are limiting these books based on the comic shops that we deal with that are part of this Diamond Retailer program of ours. So again, we want those guys to be able to get access to those books. And those guys are the primary ones selling these books, that kind of thing. All right, so it looks like we're ready to rock on. Let's go to the last book in our series. We're doing Brown. Brown as in A.J. Brown. What can A.J. Brown do for Candelas? All right, A.J. Brown, I'm seeing some Z's right there, some fantastic Z's by Case. Again, I can't compete. I don't have any books on any of these bad boys. So Brown is going to be $75. All right, Brown is the 99 print run. It is not a nude, but it is a sheer. So it's not necessarily a topless. But as you can tell by the Z's that we put on there that were strategically placed, there's obviously a little something going on underneath there. Again, I'm only looking for 5 people on Brown. Again, try and keep in mind half of the proceeds go to Wonderland Comics. And one of the reasons why we limit it to only 5 is, again, the comic shops that are part of this Diamond Retailer program that we have. Just naming a couple off the top of my head. I know Comic Empire, Tulsa, Oklahoma, they're part of it. Coy's Toy Chest, who is online only, he's part of it too as well. Hutchinson Classic, they're part of it too as well. I'm just trying to name some of the ones that are off the top of my head. Third Eye Comics, I know they're part of the program too as well. We've also had a bunch of stores on. Black Cat Comics in Salt Lake City, Utah, they're also part of the program too as well. Those are the ones that are just coming to the top of my head. Any near DC. So Jeff, shoot me an email on that, dude. All right, and I will see if I can get you covered on that book. All right, big fan of Comic Empire, dude. My main man Ken over at Comic Empire, Ken Hookers, does a fantastic job. We've actually had Ken on a stream previously. Fantastic, huge, large shop. I do got to get over there to his shop one of these days. Ken, again, fantastic owner, fantastic shop. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the print. The print that we have has the Wonderland logo on it. This one I actually happen to have. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the bag so that way it is not giving you a little bit of a glare. But again, so I'm going to go ahead and show the store logo. Case, you can go ahead and leave your image up. There's the store logo for Wonderland Comics. As you can see, just absolutely badass. Big fan of their logo. And again, this is an 11x17 print. Okay. And again, it's Wonderland Comics. Cover by Paolo Panalina. This was the book 2 or the Hertz cover that we wound up putting it on. They didn't want to go with the sheer, so we wound up doing that. Again, it's only $20 for this. Keep in mind, there's only 25 made of this print. So just put print number 1, put print please. That works too as well. Kang, we got you covered for the print. Gary, we got you covered for it. Neil, we got you covered for the print too as well. Brian, thank you so much. Josh, thanks so much for jumping in. And again, the print is just $20, and there's only 25 made of it. I'm going to try and hold a few back for Wonderland Comics too as well, as I'm going to wholesale them to those guys. So if you're not able to grab the print here on the stream, you can always try and grab it later from Wonderland Comics directly. All right. And again, keep in mind the print is only limited to 25. It's only a $20 print, and it is a cover by Paolo Panalina. All right. So we got one last thing we want to talk about, which is the pack before I go to some things that we have coming up for the month of November. Let me see if I can put that bad boy away. So we got one special pack. I wanted to kind of stick with the same theme that I was doing the last stream that we did. I wanted to do some lingerie covers. So I'm doing the next three of the lingerie covers, the DeBalfo, the Mike Chrome, and then also the Jay Anacleto. There you can see them right there. Case, you were complaining about how bad you did. I thought you did pretty good right here. That's pretty good. All right.
My best work.
You're not happy with the DeBalfos? Or you're not happy? The Chromes look good.
I don't know. I just feel like the DeBalfo, there's a lot of excess sticker there. It could have been. I feel like that could have been more.
All right, let me throw up my DeBalfo. Let me see. My DeBalfo, I went a different direction.
Okay.
All right, there's my DeBalfo right there.
See,
all right.
I think I will.
Oh.
No, see, I went off the side, and then I gave you a nice little triangle. I feel like that's a good looking triangle, though.
It's a good.
I appreciate
That's a
that.
good triangle
The
right there.
half circle.
Yeah,
I think
The
is
half
great.
circle, it's kind of off. Yeah, well, I wanted to keep the dragon there in full, and then his flame is on the other side.
But it,
All right.
it covers.
It's covering too much, is what I'm covering.
It's not covering too much.
That's not
I think
good
it looks
contour.
really good. Yeah.
It's
It's maintaining its shape. You know?
right. All right. The other thing Casey and I had is Josh shot us an email. Josh, huge shout out to Josh. Josh sent us some email of some sticker work that he did himself. Josh had a ton of oopsies going on. You guys out there as fans, you would have totally freaking, you would have enjoyed. Kang, thanks so much. Great sticker work. Thank you so much. Catherine, thanks so much. Larry, I know. So huge thank you to Josh for sending us in some images of some of the sticker work that he did himself. If you guys want to do that, you are more than welcome to either send it to the VCons or send it to the Jake and Dealers. And I'll go ahead and further it on to Casey, whatever, so that we can, she can be part of it too, and even not to Noah too as well. So we can all share in the sticker work. If you guys got some stickers from your, what did they get stickers in? They got stickers in like a bag or something, like a pack we did before. How did Josh get them? We got them at the VIP event. I think it was at the VIP event, and I think it was in a something. I can't remember. Josh, you have to let people know how you got your stickers, dude.
There were Z-Rate stickers in the swag box for the VIP event.
There you go, the swag box. There you go. So I think, it was the VIP event. So Josh got them there, went ahead and did some of his own sticker work. And then there's my other two. I feel like I did the E and the D for Eagles. Eagles dominate. All right. I know you guys got other things in your head, but Eagles dominate, dude. Eagles dominate. ED. Eagles dominate, and then ZR as in Z-rated. All right. All right. Good work. All right. So that's a good looking. That is our stream for today. So again, first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to Amber for coming on and being a great sport about the death of Steve Nash. I want to thank Noah for making the tombstone. This is our tombstone that we're dedicating to Amber. You won them in the VCon, the snail races. All right. Good stuff, Josh. So Josh, again, that was some fantastic sticker work that you did. Stay tuned as we're going to be, I think we have a 1-day stream. Do we know what the date is on that? I think it's like November 15th. Do we know what it is? You got it? I know I'll start looking in the back of the book for the stuff that we got coming up. There it is right there. November 17th, Fall Fest. So we have a 1-day stream for November. That'll be coming up later this month. I believe it is going to be November 17th. And that'll be a 1-day thing. We're going to be rocking it out there. We're going to be doing movie night, and that'll be at the end of November. And movie night, I don't know what the movie is that we're featuring. Do you know what the movie is that we're featuring?
Jennifer's Body.
Who?
Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's Body. So we're rocking out some Jennifer's Body at the end of this month of November. Do you know if it's like November 30th, November something? Do you know a date on the?
Not
No.
yet.
What time is Abby? Stay tuned to our social media for our times and what we got coming on, what we have coming up too as well.
Yeah.
We do not have any live conventions for a while. We're going to be, we will have some Black Friday stuff going on, Antonio. I'll guarantee you that. So for those of you guys that are hanging on, our Black Friday sales that we do and the books that you can obtain for free by hitting certain levels in Black Friday, they are the best discounts that we offer as a company. So Georgia, I'm talking to you out there. If you're a brand new VIP with us, if you've never gotten into our Black Friday sales, Antonio, thanks so much for pointing that out and reminding me. Again, if you've never gotten part of our Black Friday sales, we do sales up as much as 20, 30, 40, 50% off certain items that are on the web store. I can tell you right now, you're going to want to jump on. I don't think it starts immediately on that Black Friday, which is the Friday right after Thanksgiving. I think it actually starts on like Monday or Tuesday. Stay tuned for our social media as far as when our Black Friday sales start, because I believe it starts on that week of Thanksgiving, that whatever that is, the 20th, 21st, whatever that week is, that Monday. I believe it starts on that week, that kind of thing. We do. Aaron, thanks so much for saying that. We really do. Again, yeah, Phil, it'll be the same kind of thing. We'll have 25 print run books that are only obtainable based on what you spend on the store. Those books are going to go for crazy, crazy prices on eBay. So please make sure you jump onto our web store, grab up what you want to grab, hit the levels that you want to hit, and obtain those variants that you want to do. And again, that is our Black Friday sales. I'm going to see if I can pass on some information to Amber for NCW, which will be tomorrow. And we'll see if we can get you guys some more information about our Black Friday sales there. And then also Casey will be posting about it on social media too as well. So again, I want to say a huge thank you to Noah, a huge thank you to Casey, huge thank you to Di for taking down the names. I think we're ready to rock and roll. I want to say a huge thank you to Wonderland Comics. And again, a huge thank you to Amber for coming on with us and rocking it out in the time that she did. I think that's it. And I want to say a huge thank you to you guys, dude. Thanks for always joining us when we do these streams. Thanks for supporting local comic shops. And we're out. Happy Halloween, everybody.